the same but different type. Episode 7. Baby edition. We are so glad you guys are here for the 7th time.
You guys,
we just want to keep making sure that we are giving you this environment of just love and excitement for Jesus because we love him so much and he's been so good for it not to be super obvious.
Yes, and he's so good. Look at these babies.
Okay.
The Lord has blessed us with the most amazing, beautiful babies, and he just dropped his bottle.
Yeah.
That's okay. He's gonna be crazy. But the Lord has blessed us with such beautiful babies, and you know how good God is, and then it's just a different type of way when you have kids. You're just like, wow, the Lord is so good. So I'm just happy you guys are here. Please be sure to follow and like and subscribe, and plus that little notification bell to know when an episode is coming.
Yes. We are so excited about this season, you guys. First of all, this is episode 7. We've been doing this for a while. And of course we thought, as we got the hang of it, why not throw a wrench in it and have these babies on today?
Right.
So bear with us, but we're going to have fun, and it's just going to be exciting. But it's obviously Christmas season, and we are shopping, but we are also being mindful.
We are.
We grew up, I don't even want to say grew up, because we grew up humble beginnings.
Yeah, very much.
Like, literally 2-bedroom house.
We had a Bible for Christmas. No knock on that, but we did get a Bible for Christmas.
And like a lunchbox one year, I think. We got lunchboxes or something.
Yeah.
But I say that to say, in the later years of us growing up, Christmas really was just about the material things.
Yeah, it's like, how good can your gift be?
Yeah.
Who gave the best gift? Literally.
And who knows who the best, and
who spent the most money?
Yeah. It was a little toxic. Yeah. So we are now in a place where we just really want to be like, just excited about Christmas. Obviously, teach our kids what Christmas is about, but we still do love a good gift. Okay.
Yes, we do.
So I've been shopping, but we decided we are not doing the most this year for Christmas.
No.
Like, my children literally don't even remember the toys that they have in the basement.
No.
They have so many toys in the basement, and they forget about them because they have a great time with the toys that are in their room. Yeah. So we're not breaking our bank this year on their gifts.
Literally all year long. From last Christmas, we got Oliver this janky, monster truck. It's green. Mm-hmm. I don't even know how it's lasted all year, to be honest with you. Yeah. It was a cheap toy, and it's lasted, literally. But he has played with that toy and that toy alone consistently the whole entire year. Yeah. All the other expensive stuff we got him, like the Spider-Man stuff from Target, he plays every once in a while. But that, oh, baby. Oh, by the way, this is Obadiah. And
this is Macy.
Yeah, and he's 11 months.
And she is 4 months.
Yeah. But, he didn't play with the expensive stuff. It was the cheap toys that lasted.
Yep.
And I'm not going crazy this year. Five Below.
Oh, my God.
Dollar Tree.
Oh, my God.
No Target.
We're not doing Target.
Are very good friends.
I will go to Target just because of the vibe now.
Yeah.
Just because I wanted the red and the white and the Christmas. Literally.
Literally.
And not only did Five Below have some cute stuff. Oh my God.
Stuff. Yeah.
But the wrapping paper.
Oh really? I haven't.
Dude, they had dollar rolls, and they were exactly the vibe that I was wanting.
Wow.
It was so stinking cute. I couldn't even handle it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we're doing. And they're gonna love it, and they're gonna be so excited for it.
They're gonna be so excited.
And it's gonna be great. So we're not doing the most. Of course, I'm excited.
Do you have a budget? Have you set a budget for?
So we did set a budget for it. Now I will say this. And I will say this very, very truthfully. Okay. The budget for the kids was kind of wishy-washy. Yeah. I wasn't exactly sure. However, I told my husband, babe, I don't want you to spend over $50 for me. I don't need anything.
Yeah. No,
he refused. He literally, he was like, oh, okay, that works for you. You can spend that on me. I said that, but I want you to spend that on me.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I'm not doing that. And Matthew.
You mean he refused to spend that little amount?
That little amount.
He wants to spend more on you.
He wants to spend more.
Yeah.
But I truly, which is a shock, you guys, from where we come from. I'm not even joking with you. It's a shock that I'd be okay with not even receiving a gift for Christmas.
I'm so okay with it. Yeah.
He won't let me though.
Yeah. No, we actually, to be honest with you, my husband and I have not talked about it. For real.
Really? Haven't had a conversation?
We haven't had a conversation about each other's gifts.
Yeah.
At all. I have my own thoughts about him, and he might be thinking about his thoughts about me, but we haven't talked about it.
We haven't talked about it
for real.
No, I have, because I have my own thoughts.
Our initial thought was to not do gifts
at all
this year, but yeah.
See, every time I try to do that though, I feel bad on Christmas Day.
Okay, he just on purpose dropped everything onto the floor.
Yeah,
this is wild. Oh, but why are you being crazy?
He said because you put me out here.
Why?
Like okay. I gotta pause for a second.
This is too much of a pause.
I know. We gotta start over.
Working.
It's not working with the kids.
No.
I'm so distracted, you guys. I can't.
He
even
is
handle
being.
it.
He is being crazy.
So we're back without kids because
it wasn't working.
It wasn't working.
We wanted to be so cute.
We wanted to be cute,
but my Obadiah was acting crazy, and so yeah.
And for some reason, I was getting hot, and I could not think and function, even though Macy was chilling. She just couldn't do it.
Good.
I don't.
Obadiah
My brain
was acting crazy.
I just couldn't do it.
Oh my God. So we were talking about budgeting.
We were talking about
Christmas gifts.
So we were like, at first, $300 for the kids, right?
Okay, yeah.
And then we were like, that kind of sounds a little wild.
Crazy.
Because what are they? They don't want iPads
like
and iPods right now.
Each or $150 for the two, and then Macy's kind of like the.
I mean, you guys.
I'm
sorry, Macy. Yeah. I'm sorry, Macy's not getting a Christmas gift.
No.
Are you guys buying your 4-month-old Christmas gifts?
No.
I'm not.
No.
She's not even.
Now, am I buying my 11-month-old a Christmas gift?
Well, that's different. Yeah, yes, because if he sees everybody,
he has to open something.
He's got to.
You saw how Rumba. He's crazy.
Yeah.
He's got to be a part.
He's gonna open up everybody else's if he doesn't have something.
Yes.
But we are literally only going to like Five Below, Dollar Tree, and that's it. I'm not going to Target unless it's for the vibes, like I said earlier.
Not even Ross. I'm not even doing Ross.
Not even Ross or nothing. Because here's the thing. I feel like we only have a couple more years of this. Maybe next year might be my last year to be able to do this with Major.
Yeah.
Because right now it's just about being able to open not a lot of things, but open
it's
things
just opening
and opening gifts.
Yeah,
it's not about the how amazing the gift is.
It really isn't. And we don't have like a budget, even though I am a budgeter, but I didn't budget. We just said we are not buying any gifts, any toys or anything unless it's from the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Or Five Below.
Yep.
Like literally that is it because it's crazy.
There's literally no point.
Or Ollie's. Let me actually put that at Ollie's. Ollie's is a great.
I still haven't gone.
It's amazing. They have
Tell
good
them what
stuff
Ollie's
there.
is, bro.
Ollie's is if you don't know, it's a discounted warehouse store kind of thing, and it's not like bad stuff. It's literally like when stores have like an overstock of things, they give it to Ollie's.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So like, and then they have like discontinued stuff, and like if a design. Like, for instance, I got these, like, razors that were they were from Target. I can't remember the brand.
Gillette, or the
Something
girl
like
version of Gillette, or whatever.
Yeah. But they were, like, the flower design. But it was the spring flower design. And those were at Ollie's for, like, below $10.
It was, like, half the price when we looked at it.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
So, yeah, Ollie's is amazing.
But, so we're not playing with that.
No.
And I think, like I said, I have one more year of this for Major.
Yeah, same.
Because I think by the time he's 5 or 6, there's gonna be specific things that he wants.
Yeah.
But even that, like I really want Christmas to not just be about gifts. Like I already talked to Major about, there are kids that don't have toys. There are kids that don't get gifts. So we should put some of your toys to the side.
Yeah.
And he was like, really? I'm like, yeah. He goes, okay, I guess we should do that. We should give some toys.
So cute.
Because we didn't really grow up like that. I want him to know that it's about giving too, and obviously about Jesus and stuff like that, but the gift part is so fun. I want to make sure we focus on what that looks like. You know what I mean?
Like, also, I've explained to Oliver that the reason why we give gifts to each other is because when Jesus was born, the wise men everybody brought gifts to him. So this is our way to just like mirror that.
Yes.
Like we're also bringing gifts because that's what they did for Jesus, and we do that for each other because that was just a sign of love and all that stuff. So
and another hot take is that we don't do Santa Claus. And by that I don't mean we don't do Santa Claus like, oh, Santa Claus is bad. Santa Claus is like Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, it's a character. We're not anti-Santa. What I mean by that is mommy and daddy are the ones that get your gifts.
100%.
We're not giving that over to Santa Claus.
No, and like if you're a Christian, how do you explain it? Did Jesus give Santa the ability to give them gifts?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
the confusion.
There's got to be a connection. How do we get these gifts? Oh, because God blessed Daddy with a good job, and Daddy can buy you gifts because God blessed Daddy with a good job.
Yes.
Santa is like some random addition to
but that's the thing. People go both ways. You have some Christians that are like, you can't even take a picture with Santa.
Yeah.
Santa's
yeah.
bad. Blah, blah,
I mean, you
blah,
see my
blah,
little
blah.
Santa over there.
Literally.
I love it. I love Santa.
It's so cute, but it's a character. It's literally a character. We can literally, right. We can literally, if we give it the power of that, then we're doing that.
Yeah.
We're literally just saying Santa Claus just like Spider-Man.
Is
If Spider-Man was walking across the street, Major would be like, Spider-Man, let's take a picture. He could do the same thing with Santa Claus.
And like how Oliver and Major were ninjas for Halloween, they understand that they're not really a ninja.
Yeah.
But ninjas are real, so.
But they know that
They know that the crazy type of ninja is not real.
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. If they were Spider-Man.
We are going to go back to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yes.
They know that this is not a real
It's a character. Yeah, it's a character.
They know that.
But anyways, yeah, so that's what we're doing for Christmas gifts. And I do have something I want to do say, though, is this. It's so exciting. We are giving them little, like, cases full of coloring things.
Love that.
Crayons, all washable, of course. Crayons, markers, colored pencils. And then we got stickers for them to decorate. And then we got these massive coloring books. So they're gonna both have.
Can you send me those links?
Girls, five below.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I have to do that
Yes,
too.
it was so cool.
That's such a good
idea.
idea.
And they both get these massive coloring book things. So they both have their scents. And I'm like, go get your coloring stuff. That's gonna help me during the day so much, bro.
For real? Okay,
it's really
I'm doing
a gift
that.
for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
Do
that.
it, and then you can put extra stickers in there.
So cute.
And Miley's book, I think, is Moana, and then Major's book is Spider-Man.
How fun!
Yeah.
Oh,
and they're massive. They're like huge coloring books, so it's super cool.
Wait.
But I just love that because it's something that they're gonna use. So why
Yeah.
not make that like a fun little gift?
Totally.
So yeah,
I love that.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah. And then just for all like the moms out there, if you have toddlers and you feel guilty because you can't afford to get like the expensive toys or everything top of the line or everything name brand, like don't feel guilty. I think we talked about mom guilt or something like that. But you don't have to feel guilty. Like your kids, they are young and all they're gonna remember is that you poured love on them. Literally. They're not gonna remember they're not even gonna know the quality of toys they get. And most of the time, like I said, the cheaper quality is actually better. It's actually better quality. Like these toys are lasting. Okay?
A long time.
Yes,
but let's talk about all the toys that I did get from Target or other places that break and have broken, or or my kids broke them. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely don't feel
guilty.
No, don't feel guilty at all. And it's the same thing, kind of like with the thrift store, right? People go to the thrift store all the time.
Yeah.
And just because people are making it cool doesn't make it cool. It's cool from the get because. It's what you can afford. Like there's no one. We listen, but we don't judge, right? Like it's
listen and we don't judge.
You can't do that. So don't feel guilty. And if you are a mom that has all the money in the bank, girl, save yourself a little extra for yourself and go to Dollar Tree, baby.
Get you some, yes.
Get you something else.
Get you something.
But yeah. So that's we're so excited for Christmas.
We're so excited for Christmas.
As you can tell.
I cannot wait. And the kids are super excited, and so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, something we must.
Yeah.
Talk about.
This is huge, you guys.
This is deep. This is great. This is serious. Okay.
This might get into a little bit of
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're talking trauma.
We're talking trauma.
Okay, so Mariah showed me these videos. Because it's about Daystar.
Yeah.
You know what we're talking about, probably. I actually didn't know what Daystar was.
Okay, let's act like they don't. So tell them what Daystar is.
You tell them.
Me
what
tell
Daystar
them. Okay.
Is, yeah.
So Daystar is a Christian network, basically.
There you go.
So it's like Joyce Meyer, I think, has a version of it too. But it's all Christian. So you have your talk show host, you have segments, you have all these things.
And it's on TV.
And it's on TV, I believe.
Well, if it's a network, I guess.
Yeah.
Is. It's like TBN, I guess.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like TBN.
Okay.
Maybe it's a segment on
it
TBN.
TBN? Okay.
I don't know, guys, but
it's a Christian thing.
Yes,
on
and it's
TV.
by this one family. The father of this family passed away, so now it's just the mom.
And then the mom has gotten remarried.
Yes.
Recently.
Yes.
And she has grown children. I think she has 4 kids.
I
saw a picture.
I think
she
it's
has 4 grown kids. Or something like that. Well, one in particular, her son, who's very, into all of it. Like, he's on the network.
He was the vice president.
Vice president, all that stuff. He's married to, a really pretty Hispanic. I think she's a Hispanic lady. Or maybe Filipino or something. Anyways, she got on her network and was like, I'm sorry to announce that Daystar has let go my son from his position, from his vice president position, which by the way, Daystar is something that his mom and his father created.
Started.
This new man that she's married to is not. I think he was a pastor or is a pastor of another church.
Yeah.
But this is his dad's legacy and his mom's legacy.
Yes.
Well, she says, and the way that because we watched the video, the way that she describes it was like he did something terribly wrong.
I thought that he was alternative lifestyling.
Yeah.
That's the way she made
something
it sound. Like something
sinful,
super bad.
gross. Yeah.
Yep.
And then a recording came out.
The recording.
Of an inside conversation. And this is the part that is like...
a little triggering.
To me, it's a little triggering.
A little triggering. So, to give a little more context, too, this is all coming out because of behind-the-scenes things that were happening. So, they were having family tiffs or whatever. But it came out because she decided to not only say that he was being fired, but also say that he was like disrespecting and going away against the will of God.
And then he had been told multiple times to change certain things and he just was refusing. So of course she knows that our minds are running wild and thinking, what did he do? What has he been doing? He's probably been maybe stealing money or maybe like being super gross or something like that. And then the recording was leaked and it was a conversation between the mother, the new husband, the son, and his wife. And I mean, she cusses in the recording. She's going off, right? And some of the things that she says and that the husband says is just completely out of line.
Outlandish.
But what they wanted him to do was say a comment, to read some comments, I guess, that people leave. And the comments were about their new relationship and how it was positive towards their relationship. And the son was like, well, I don't actually agree with your relationship, so I don't want to talk about these comments.
He's like, I just don't want to say that.
I just want to say that because it would be ingenuine for him, he feels like, because, which I understand, to each his own. This, he's a grown man. He doesn't have to accept your new husband. Like, that's fine.
It's
he's
fine.
Grown.
Yeah.
But she didn't like that. And so she called him out for that, and that's why he was fired.
Yep.
But in the thing, she was like, you need to submit to me.
She was like, all I need to know is that you're going to say that you submit to me. You have to submit to me, and you don't want to submit to me. It was like,
and he's like, I am submitted to you. I just don't want to say those things. And the husband was like, your mom wants you to respect me, be nice to me, and this is the voice of God. She's the voice of God at Daystar.
No, at first he said, this is God. Yeah. At first he said, this is God.
And
this is like the voice of God. And whatever she says, we have to listen and we have to submit. And I'm thinking,
first of all, nobody's the voice of God.
Like that. Like it was so, but and then she was like, this is the part that for me was like, when they were talking, she references that the wife looked at the husband and she goes, oh, see, there's that evil coming out right there. You just have him by the cajones, is what I'll say. And the wife goes, why would you say something like that?
I'm just him and
like and she goes, she already made her decision to leave. Now we're asking what you're gonna do. And it was triggering because
that's crazy.
When we got married and we were used to the way our family ran. We were used to the control. We were used to the trauma that now we know was trauma and just unhealthy behaviors and stuff like that.
Enmeshment is a word.
Yes.
Used. We're not gonna get into it.
Yeah.
Like crazy or nothing like that. But
that's what it was.
We were very
enmeshed. Yeah. And when our husbands came in, there was this negative like cloud around their ability to be free thinkers and their ability to have a different viewpoint and come from a different lifestyle. And so that part was super triggering, and it just felt so as an in-law being just so disrespected. Just like I was like, oh my God, like it's so sad because the control you could hear it, the control that she has,
she wants to have over her children. And for me, it just made me think of like pastors' families, ministers' families in general. The saints look at a pastor's family or a minister's family and they think that there's nothing going on behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm sure that the people who watch Daystar faithfully and like really get fed from that, they would be shocked to hear how she spoke to her son. Right. I'm sure the cussing threw them off, the way that she was talking, the things she was saying. I'm sure they're just like, whoa, who is this lady? Because she's so spiritual. But I think something that a lot of people don't realize is that, which is so crazy because we're all human.
Yeah.
But people don't realize that, like, even if you're a pastor's family, even if you're a minister's family, like, everyone is still very human.
Yes.
Like, everybody is still human. I love my church. I love my leadership. I love everybody on that platform. But I also am aware that everybody on that platform is a human being.
Yeah.
And nobody is Jesus. Nobody.
Yeah.
And a lot of saints do stake their whole idea of God on the ministers that are before them, on the leadership that's before them. And that is not how it should be. And that's the thing, like, but it made me think of, like, okay, like, this is what's behind the scenes in a lot of minister families.
Yeah.
And that's just what happens. And I think it's so important that if you are saved and you do have salvation, that you remember that your relationship with God is between you and God.
Yeah.
Respect your leadership. God puts you under that leadership, but at the same time, know that they are human beings and they can mess up and do things that might shock you. But that should not waver your connection with God.
Yeah.
And so many people leave the church because the church hurt. Oh, the pastor did this, or the first lady did this, or minister so-and-so did this, or some leadership. Everybody's like, oh, I'm never going to church again because they try to take your money, or they try to do this, or they said this, or they said that.
Yeah.
And it's all based on human actions.
Yeah.
So you leave the church.
And it's crazy because you can still, wrong is wrong regardless, right? So if you see the wrong, what did we say a couple weeks ago? You don't say it, pray it, right?
Right.
Pray, don't say it. But if you see something and you're like, ooh, if it's for you, you're like, okay, I need to be somewhere different. Do what you gotta do. That's fine. But it should not take you away from God. Like, the way she was speaking was wrong. How this whole thing was going on, and the things that she said, you gotta look into it. The things that she was saying
it was
crazy behavior to even speak to your
like
son that way.
Nasty drama in there. They covered up some inappropriate behavior, and it's just really gross. But also at the same time, like, it's still human.
And it also was kind of crazy because with the stuff that was being, covered up or whatever, the enemy really just, I don't even know if it's the flesh or like all of the things. It's really bad.
It is.
Like, it's not, what we went through is not uncommon.
It's not.
And it's so sad. I wish it was not common. Like, I wish we had our own unique story. Not for the fact of, like, it's our unique story, but, like, because then, like, we know that no one else has to go through the things that we've gone through.
Yeah.
It sucks that, like, it's just a normal thing that people go through.
Yeah, it is.
And it makes me think about, when we made, when everything that was going on in our lives, for a second, I was not sure my walk with God. I was scared because I was like, is this going to cause me to realize that it was never actually real between me and God? Or am I going to hopefully find that I actually have been having a real genuine relationship with God? And God be the glory.
Yeah.
But it showed me that I really do. Like, through all of it, it wasn't the fakeness. It wasn't being a PK, because we are literally PKs from 20 plus years.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that. I genuinely, my love for God, my commitment to God, my devotion to God never changed.
Never.
Did I have sorry.
No, go ahead.
Did I have moments where it felt really, like, dark and, like, wildernessy and, like, it was hard to, I felt like, take me to the king. I felt like I was crawling on the floor to even try to talk to him. 100%.
I was triggered by, like, worship music.
Yes.
For a while.
But inside, I knew God's got me. I literally knew the whole time, we are going to get through this. It made it better. It made my relationship with God, like, oh my God, it wasn't just for my parents. It was for me. Exactly. I had it for myself.
I was really nervous about that too.
Yeah.
Because of how, like, controlling our environment was, I actually did think that if anything bad happened, and I literally, because I just, my brain used to just, like, imagine crazy things.
Yeah.
And before everything happened, which I know some of you are probably like, what happened? Just, we had a church, we don't anymore.
Or how about comeback season 2?
Right. But before everything happened, I truly was like, I hope nothing bad happens in my life, because I feel like I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna be gone. Like, there's no way I'm staying.
One more thing.
I really thought that it was based on my parents and our ministry. But then when everything happened, I didn't have that. I was so thankful to know that I love God because I love God.
Yes.
And I have my own relationship with him, even though it was hard and I went through, like you said, a seriously wilderness time. Like, that's why it's important who you marry, because I believe that we are here in the faith still because of the blessings of our husbands.
Oh my gosh.
They kept us sane. Like, for real. There was a moment where I was like, I don't even want to go to church, babe. We don't even need to find it. I can just be an online watcher, and if I'm watching, I'll just have it in the background and I'll still be doing my stuff, because I did not want to
I can't even be a part of this.
I didn't want to find a new church. I didn't want to do it. But my husband was like, I understand how you feel, but we're definitely gonna find a church. And I'm like, well, whatever you find, I'm gonna just follow you. And
I guess I'll go with my eyes closed.
Right. But it's beautiful that, and I never thought this would happen, but human error has showed me how amazing and perfect God is.
Yes. Oh, that's good.
Truly. The fact that humans are so human, it just shows me how much we need God.
Yeah.
And so many of us think opposite. When humans make errors, we think God is a hot mess. We're like, no more God.
Yep.
God should have stopped that. No, that's why we need God, because he helps us not make those errors too. Because we all have human error. We all have done something wrong. Even though we've been wronged, I'm sure in some ways we've wronged others and we didn't even know it. But that just should show you that how important it is to have God in your life. Yeah. Because people can be crazy.
Yeah. And also too, I think you have to give grace, because for instance, with this, a new perspective that came, after we were trying to heal from just leaving our parents' church. It's as simple as that, really. Yeah. There were a lot of people that were affected by our ministry beforehand. People that saw us and, thought one thing, and to hear something different was hurtful. And that's a perspective that I couldn't really think of then, because I was so broken and hurt on my own. Yeah. But then after, some time, I'm like, I can understand the perspective of, whoa, whiplash. Yeah. Like, I thought this man of God was this person. I thought this woman of God was this. And then what is happening? Like, what? No, I'm just going to act like you're lying. Because it's easier for me to believe what I see versus believe you. Right. Because believing you would mean that human error. Right. And with this Daystar thing, same thing. Human error. People are like, but that's the woman of God that I remember. She pulled me out of this moment with her wise words, and she did this and she did that. So that could be really difficult. And I think for me, like, it's kind of shown me that even in the midst of not just human error, but also like change, people are going to make mistakes. Oh, 100%. We make mistakes, and give grace, because you don't know what we were. One of our kids is stomping around. You don't know what was actually going on behind the scenes. Like, yes, you might think, oh, well, they told everybody everything, blah, blah, blah. No, there were things that people didn't hear, that people still to this day can say mean and nasty comments towards us sometimes, and even not even maybe to us, but in their brains, and think certain things. But you have to give grace, because you actually don't know everything. No one ever tells you everything. No. And for your own sake too. And so exactly, we have gone through so much transition. Of course we're going to make mistakes along the way. Yeah. Of course things might be done the way you didn't like things to be done. Yeah. But truly, like, at the same token, you have to give people the space to just move on. I'm going to say this one thing. If you're running out of a fire, right? And you forget to get your favorite whatever, later on, you're not going to be mad at yourself for forgetting it. You're going to be like, I had to forget it. Yeah. So, as we were running away from the things that we needed to run away from, some things might have been left unsaid or undone or open, wounds or whatever, but we were just trying to save ourselves, you know what I mean? Yeah. And save ourselves with still being connected to the source, which is God. Yes. And I feel like that made what we did perfect, because we are still here, still believing in God, still knowing the power of restoration, like we talked about, still knowing how amazing, and this is real. We're not faking it. Nope. Literally. And the Lord has truly blessed us to keep going, like, for real. And I'm so thankful that he gave us a mind to
stick it out.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't. And a lot of people do leave him because people mess up in their lives, you know?
Yeah.
But I think on our first episode or second episode, we talked about expectations, right? In our marriage.
Yeah.
I think that needs to go towards church as well. If you go to a church and you're expecting it to be perfect and you're expecting no mistakes to be made in a ministry, you're going to be let down.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be so jacked up and hurt and leave. That's why you leave.
Yeah.
Go to church and expect them to be human.
Yeah.
Because they are.
Yeah.
And even if they hear from God, they're still human. Think about the best men in the Bible itself. David, a man after God's own heart, killed a woman's husband to be with her. Like, stop playing with me.
She just looks so good, huh?
We forget about the word.
Yeah.
There's a reason why God gave us the word.
Yeah.
Because he shows us, like, look, y'all are human.
Yep.
You need me.
Yeah.
And,
Period.
And the good thing about him is he gives you a choice. So he's not forcing you. And that's a lot of people too. Like they're mad because they're hurt. And why'd you do this? You're human. You know, why'd you do human things? You're my pastor. Or you're my first lady. Or this or that. But it's like the Lord is. Shoot! Oh my God! I literally just lost my train of thought.
Dang it! The Lord is good. Period.
Oh my God! I was going.
Okay, well,
somewhere.
let me jump in the poll.
Yeah.
What I'll say with that is, I also think it's the way people react. Maybe we take away the bulk of the deciding factors for people's character away from what they did and how do they react. Meaning, if Olivia accidentally, or not accidentally, we don't know if it's an accident, but Olivia punches me in the face. If after the punch in the face, Olivia's like, and I'll do it again. Or once I tell her, bro, you actually punched me in the face. She's like, dude,
oh my God,
I'm so sorry. My anger did get me. I won't do that again. I should base it off of that more so than the actual act. And what I mean by that is like, even if your leadership does do something, or they do hurt your feelings, or something happens, first of all, of course, to start off with grace, okay? But also, once you bring it to them, if they're like, and?
But I would also say,
so what? Who cares?
Yeah.
Then be like, okay, that was weird. Oh, that's interesting. Let me think about this. But regardless, unless it's you're being crazy, and we know, you know, those people. But I mean, let them actually rectify if they can. Don't just run away.
And I would say, you know, they made a mistake, but also you made the mistake of thinking they weren't going to make a mistake.
It starts there.
It's your bad because, like, they're human.
They're human.
Like, we need, and that's what I was going to say. Like, we're like, you know, people made a choice to do human things, right? And we're like, why would they do that? And you first look to God thinking, how could you let them do this to me? But like, you have a choice every day to do what's right and do what's wrong.
Yep.
And you have that benefit that you're not controlled by God. And so if you're not controlled by God, why would you expect him to control anybody else?
Yep.
He doesn't.
Yep.
He has nothing to do with what we do in the flesh.
Yeah.
God can't even be a part of it. Mm-hmm. So if you blame God for a human error, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Because he had nothing to do with that. That was their own choice.
Yep. And you can't put that expectation on people.
You can't.
Handle it human to human versus making someone a god. And then when you react to it and respond to it, it's through that God complex, if you will. You know, like, no, like, you're a human, and hey, I didn't like that you did that. Can you explain why?
Yeah.
Can you tell me why that happened? Because it just didn't make me feel, whatever the case is. And I think that's so important. And I think, you know, from wrapping all of that into something, the key is people gonna be people.
They are.
You are in control of how you respond and react to things. That's what you have control over.
And the Lord is so smart. He created us. He knows. That's why he put in the law to not have any idols before him. Mm-hmm. Because he knew not only is it not okay because he's the only God, you know what I'm saying? But he knew that if you idolize anybody, they're going to let you down.
Yep.
Over and over and over again. Like, even with our family, people would look at our family and be like, I want to be like them one day. I want to have what they have. Yeah. And they would be jealous of our family or envious of our family or be like, I bet they're perfect or something to strive to. But they would put us on this pedestal because of what we presented. But that was not the case. There was so much turmoil behind closed doors that nobody knew about. But it's because, you know, you're disappointed. People are disappointed in that kind of thing because you idolize people. Even celebrities, people say don't meet your idol.
Yeah.
Because they will always disappoint you.
Yeah.
Your only top-notch person is God. That's
and
it.
You have to rely on that.
He will never disappoint you.
No. And I even think when your first thought, let's let that be God. And like sometimes we go through things or like something happens to us and we're like, oh my God, I just gotta let it out. Who am I gonna call? Who can I talk to? Let's let the first person be God.
Yeah.
Know that you can go to him and he is gonna bring you comfort.
Always. Prayer
is power. Like you pray about it. And yes, you might be like, oh, well, I think I'd feel better talking to this person. Go get your therapy. That's not what I'm saying. Go do that. But let God show you what that prayer can do, when you actually speak to him, what he can reveal to you. I mean, we have the key. You have access to the thing that can get you through anything and everything that you're going to go through in life. Why are we acting like it's not in front of us?
Right.
Grab the key and open the stinking door.
Yes, go to your knees and pray.
Yes.
So anyone who is dealing with church hurt, just remember they're human. And don't blame it on God. Don't leave him.
Yeah.
And then also, like, anyone who is dealing with the Daystar situation and you feel disappointed or you feel sad about it, just remember they are human. And God is the only God and the only perfect one that you will ever know or meet.
Yep.
So, yeah, don't turn from him. Don't blame him for human error and humans being human and fleshy.
Yeah.
But on a lighter note.
Speaking of flesh, girl, let me tell you something.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
Speaking of flesh.
We have been pregnant for so long. We're not pregnant no more, okay? We are donezo. So we have been trying to get ourselves back together. Yes. Body-wise, okay?
Body-wise.
And we've tried multiple things. And I just want to put a shout out and give honor where honor's due, okay? We were scrolling on TikTok.
She was scrolling on TikTok.
I was scrolling on TikTok, and I came across this girl named Mina Zayli, okay? She changed our lives. She changed our lives. It was a video, and she goes, are you telling me that food tastes better than going to the park with your kid and being the hot mom at the park? That food tastes better than that? And at the moment, as I was stuffing my face with food, I said, yes, this food does taste better. But I thought, I want to be there. So we started calorie counting.
Yes, we did.
And it is going so well.
It's going swimmingly. We did a little cheating.
It's the holidays, what do you expect?
It's hard. It's really hard.
It's difficult.
But like today, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a shaky little human being because I didn't eat since breakfast. So I think I've only had like 340 calories today.
Don't do that. Okay, eat your food. But yes,
I wanted to have like cookies later.
Yes,
so
yes.
I'm saving my calories
for something good,
to be able to eat something not healthy.
But it's so easy though. Like
it really is.
It's difficult, but you're gonna feel starving. Don't starve yourself because you're not. But so basically, long story short, your body burns a certain amount of calories. For you to lose weight, you want to have a calorie deficit, which means I'll go easy numbers, okay? If your body burns 1,300 calories a day, eat 1,250. No, that's too little. Eat 1,300.
I feel like isn't it more just you just need to eat less calories than what you always eat?
But that's what I was trying to do.
No, then you always eat.
No. It's what your body burns. So like when I went to the thing, my body burns 1,350 being active, whatever, 1,350 calories. 1,350 calories a day. So I eat 1,200 calories a day. Because then my body is burning more than what my body is burning more than what I'm eating. So that means there's a deficit. That's what the calorie deficit thing, when she talks about that, that's what she's talking about. So we eat a certain amount of calories a day to make sure that we want to lose, since we want to lose the pounds that we want to lose.
Yeah, I didn't do all that.
Well, because when I went to the gym, they did that for me.
Oh, okay, so okay. I didn't hear it like that, but yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I just have a weight goal, my first weight goal, and I eat that many calories.
Yes.
That's what I do. So, and it's been amazing.
But
I have lost weight.
Yes, and you have lost the weight because we're actually keeping track of
literally
what we're eating.
I think we both have MyFitness.
Yep, MyFitnessPal.
And we literally track everything, like everything. Sauces, dips, barbecue sauce.
Everything.
It doesn't matter.
We don't drink our calories.
Butter. Yeah, no.
We drink, so like in my brain, I think it's money. So I always say, like, I spend on my coffee.
Yeah,
so I spend more on my coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
Or whatever,
like
you know?
money, yeah.
I spend on my
How
coffee.
much do I have to spend?
Yes. I spend on my coffee because that's, like, really important to me. Other than that, I'm like, okay, so 2 eggs and this, and then I'll eat this. And then I also try to find food that is low calorie, but that's, like, more. So, like, bell peppers. You can eat so many bell peppers.
Yeah.
And it'd be 35 calories.
Okay,
Sweet potato.
Yes. Yeah, she got me on sweet potato. So good. We should say what our favorite low-calorie meal is.
Okay.
Out of all the meals that we have, what's, like, the go-to and, the one you enjoy most? I'll go first.
Okay, go.
I love
Okay, I got it.
cottage cheese and waffles. No syrup, just a plain, throw it in the toaster waffle. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. It's cottage cheese with honey. And waffles. Oh my God, it's my favorite.
She smashes it.
It's so
I have not
good.
tried it.
You have to try it. It's so good.
Okay, so and that's like super low calorie. I was shocked when she told me.
It's like 320, I think.
Yeah. So I made my favorite thing. I'm a savory type of person. Or yes, savory?
Yeah, savory.
Yeah. So mine is half a cup of rice, bell peppers seasoned to the okay.
I do love peppers.
And chopped up steak and beans. You put it in, it's like a protein bowl. It is so fire, you guys. And it's like I think I sent it to you, it's like 318.
Yeah.
318 calories, and I am eating it
It's so good.
And it is so good. But we are choosing to do this because we're doing it for ourselves, and we finally found a way that's easy because we can still eat anything we want to.
Yes. And I do want to be thin. Like, I'm just going to put it out there.
Same.
I want to be thin. I don't want to be, like, go ahead, girl, be overweight. Like, I'm not, that's not my vibe.
No.
I want to be thin.
I want to be thin.
I want to be able to just throw on whatever clothes I want to throw on and just be fine.
Yes.
So that's my own personal desire.
Yes, same. Like, I want to, like, and I feel like I'm getting there because I'm actually able to wear outfits that are, like, baggy and not be like, but I fill it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that feels really good. So I'm getting there, but I want it to be more. Like, I want to feel to where I don't have to necessarily watch my calories because it's become a lifestyle.
Yes, same.
You know what I mean?
Same.
Like, that's really what I want to do. And I feel like we're close because we've been doing this for a long time.
Close. Yeah, we're so close. So we're doing it for ourselves.
Yes.
Doing it for my hubby as well.
Yeah.
Our hubbies. And I'm going to say, it's not because he wants me to be thin.
No.
Okay? It's because...
I can't listen to him because then I won't be motivated to lose weight.
Right, because he's like, babe, it's fine. It's because I want to be more confident around him. I don't want to be an insecure... And I'm not like, I hate myself, I'm ugly. But I just am not as confident when I'm not the size that I feel comfortable
100%.
being. And for him, I want to be confident, more confident for him. So he doesn't have to keep telling me, babe, trust me, the outfit looks good on you. Like, I promise. Like, babe, it's okay. Like, and I'm like struggling to find something to wear. He's trying to encourage me. I don't want to keep dealing with that. Yeah. So I'm doing it for him in that way.
And I also want to, like, pop on his clothes. And they be big.
A little loosey.
You know?
Yeah,
like,
loosey-goosey.
I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to feel...
I used to wear his stuff all the time. And now
all
I'm
the
like,
time.
It fits me.
I want to... And the thing is, I was pregnant. Okay? That was the reason why, right?
It's true.
But no, after pregnancy. Yeah, I want to just feel... For me, I want to feel confident to also, like, explore with different styles. Because I love to be eclectic in what I wear. But there are certain things that I want to try, like empire waists and things like that, the way this body's set up right now,
and I'd be scrolling on my Instagram, I'm like, ooh, he was cute,
It would not look like an empire, it would look like a kingdom.
I have worn, like, things that are, like, in the waist, and I'm like, I miss just zipping up something and it fits,
you know? Just feeling
just
snug, snug, but not like, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
You know?
I miss that.
Yeah.
Third reason.
Yes.
Do you have a third reason?
I don't think I've been numbering my reasons. I'm just kind of going back and forth.
You know, that's how I wrote it down.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Oh, no.
No. It's fine. It's fine. I think I didn't write it on yours.
No, it's okay.
My kids.
Yeah.
You know, for my sons to be able to see me putting work in, to be honest with you, and I want them to know that it's okay to be with someone who cares about how they present themselves.
Yes.
So I want my sons to see me as to see me like that. I want them. I want to be a thin mom for them. I want to be a cute mom for them.
Yeah.
And I feel like some of you are gonna be like, "That's hard," but it's fine. That's just how I feel.
We listen and we don't judge.
Yeah. I want to be thin and a cute mom for my boys.
Yeah.
And then for my daughter, my Lily, I want her to always see mommy as a confident person.
Yeah.
I don't want her to see me pulling my shirt out all the time. I don't want her to see me looking at the way I'm sitting down so that nothing's showing. Like, I don't want her to see me doing that. So I need to fix it so that she never has to be like, wait, should I be aware of myself too?
Yes.
I don't want her to ever think that. And I know that I'm way more confident when I'm thinner.
Yeah.
And I don't show those signs of being insecure.
Yeah. It's so funny though, because you say for your sons, because you have multiple sons. Yeah. I would say for my daughters.
Oh, yeah.
And that's so cool. Of course it's for me. Of course I want to be super confident for my husband and all that stuff because, I mean, he's so fine. Like, and he thinks I'm so fine. But, like, I want to, like, also feel like I'm as fine as...
My husband is actually fit and, like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But, no, like, my daughters, I want them to see, though, that life comes with seasons. And although I wasn't as confident in my state of not being the way that I want to be... That's what I want to be better at. And I want to start that now. I want to show them that life, your ups and downs, it's okay.
It's okay.
Like when you are pregnant and when you do gain the weight, or baby girl, when you're doing this or when you're doing that, it doesn't matter. Like, be confident. And you can be confident in all of those stages. You can be confident when you just stop being pregnant and you're at your highest weight, you know, and at the lowest weight. So I really want to start that now. And I don't want them to have an unhealthy relationship with weight loss and with working out and watching what you eat and all that stuff. I just want them to have their own healthy boundaries and their own healthy things for that.
It's healthy.
You know?
It's we would never teach our girls, like, you need to be thin. Mm-hmm. It's, you need to be healthy. It's not healthy to be overweight. I want to be thin. Yeah. But I'm never going to tell my daughter as she's growing up, baby, we need to stay thin. Yeah. But... will she know how to be active? To be healthy. Yeah. Will she know that we're gonna make sure we eat our veggies? Yeah. You know, those things. And totally. I want to be able to do that and her not be like, but mommy, you don't do that. Right. Right. When do you work out? When do you you know, when are you keeping active, yourself fit? You're not stretching, you know? And just saying it's me taking care of you, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So when they're older. We are excited about this journey. I hope, you know, now that we are saying it. You're like, wait a minute. They have lost weight since the first episode. It's not just the makeup. They actually have lost weight. Yeah, we've been doing it. We've been actually doing it, guys. We've been doing it. But yeah. Thank you for watching this epi. Yes. We really appreciate it. Episode 7. Come back for episode 8, which episode 8 is what? Is our last episode of season 1. So come back because we're going to have some really cool things next week. But again, just thank you for watching. Yes, and we love, make sure you follow, like, subscribe. Yes, please. And share it with somebody. Comment. Yeah, leave a comment. Tell us, like, what you think of this episode. Mm-hmm, you know? So, yeah. And we will see you guys next week. Love you. Love you. Bye. Bye.